Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Careful. Hi.
Guess what we're adventuring with as well today?
We're tasting this. That's actually really healthy.
Mine!
There you go. And I am having my first Beer 52 beer, which I'm having the Harvey's Town Brewery Old Engine Oil Black Ale.
Which Soph got me to smell mine.
Charlie
Which-
smells sweet and
Nice.
rhubarb and custardy. Like literally, it smells like rhubarb and custard.
Beer!
Yeah.
Cider!
Yeah. But oh yeah, we were gonna say that yours is really sweet and smells really like rhubarb
Nice.
and custard, and mine smells
Like
a
engine oil.
proper strong beer.
Glug, glug, glug. Glug. Glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, careful though, because you weren't looking how liquid it was. Was that good? Wow.
So, bottoms up.
You're...
That actually tastes like it.
Oh, that's good too. If you like beer, you'd like this. It is literally, it says rich, bittersweet and velvety. It literally is all three of those.
And this is fucking fantastic. It literally tastes like the old-fashioned rhubarb and custard sweets.
And that's exactly what it smells like.
And I like that it says, born in a field in Somerset.
Aw.
I was born... No, I wasn't. But I grew up in Somerset.
I was just going to say you were not born in a field in Somerset.
But I
Far
grew up
from
in Somerset. I was born in a hospital in Germany.
Oh, that's completely different, babe.
Completely different country. So,
Mummy, I want to sniff it. Good girl.
yay! Do you think they're comfy?
Yeah. You're welcoming. What happened? Oh, I was dreaming. My tail went and I'm dead safe. And they're looking at me now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
The way they're like leaning on each other.
so cute.
Adorable.
We're best friends.
Yeah. I'm currently kind of sitting here like this at the moment. So just leaning on my legs. I do have shorts on.
Yeah, no, she's not naked. Awkward.
And I've just sent Sophie a link from the Sun News that the WHO are stating that things are going to get worse. There's already spikes over the world. I mean, China's now back in lockdown. There's talks of parts of the UK going into lockdown. Obviously other countries are still in lockdown, and all we're thinking is like, what do we do?
Yeah.
The plans to see Soph's parents, we're now going to have to put it on hold at the moment. If the numbers stay the same or start going down, might be able to go see them outdoors. If they start rising again, then we can't go see them. And then the next thought is like, we've already missed 6 months this year of being able to try for a baby again.
And there's also all of like the special events that we've missed this year already, and like the fact as well that in the UK and I know that parts of like America and other places as well, the at-home services, as you put them, that's nice. The at-home services are starting to sort of be taken away.
So the shopping, well, the food that we get from the government, in a month's time, we're not going to get. So...
And we've tried to look to get, like, Tesco deliveries every week. We've tried to look to get them, and we can't get them, which is why we're having to continue with those boxes. So once those boxes stop happening, it's going to be a case of we're literally just going to have like plain rice and plain pasta and porridges.
Yum.
Which isn't healthy.
Yeah, because we do try looking for Tesco's regularly, but we only have one supermarket in our town, which is why it is so difficult to get stuff. So yeah, that doesn't help. Pharmacies they'll stop delivering our medication. The only way we can get it delivered is if we pay.
And I discussed way before COVID, I think it was when we first moved to this house, I talked to Boots about it, and they said that they actually will not deliver, like even if it was a pay service, they wouldn't deliver to anyone unless you'd been to the doctors had signed a letter to say that the person whose medications it is completely housebound and can't get out, and then somebody has to take that letter to the pharmacy. So that again, like if they move back to that as well, then we're fluffed.
Yep. So it's all a little bit
Stressful.
meh at the moment. I think like the next big event for us, like it's my sister's birthday. We don't really normally do anything for that, but the next big thing is Zach's birthday,
which we always do something special and we always meet up.
Yeah. And then obviously it's our niece Olivia's birthday as well, which at some point we would be meeting up, but we can't do that. So yeah, it's just we're trying to think of what we can do, obviously, to survive medication and food-wise.
But also emotionally as well.
Yeah, I mean, my CPN, she said she was going to be contacting regularly, and the last time she rang probably was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, so that's going really well.
Yeah, that's not really...
And you're starting to get, like, some things like your sleeping's getting worse, like mental health-wise as well and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm not actually really sleeping.
Yeah.
I probably get about 2 hours a night, if that. And obviously the effects that that's having is that, like, the auditory hallucinations and the visual hallucination things, they're creeping back in because I'm knackered, that the stress is building, and unfortunately there is nothing that can be done to control those. But the next thing that could happen is like the dissociations and stuff like that can restart.
Yeah.
Which...
And I mean, already, like, when you are napping and stuff, there have been times when I've actually, like, been looking at you thinking, are you dissociating, like, in your sleep? Because sometimes you used to do that. And sometimes you are mumbling a lot more.
Yeah, there has been occasions that you've had to wake me up.
Yeah.
So the longer this stress goes on, the longer we don't get support, is just a little bit shite.
Yeah.
And obviously, like we said, with the whole baby thing, there's 6 months gone where we could have tried, 6 months gone like, that's 6 eggs gone. If you, like, for one of us. If you count both of us, then obviously there's 12 opportunities missed. So it's like, for everyday people, like, who aren't in same-sex relationships or have a chronic illness that is preventing you from going out, like, if you're in a male-female relationship, you could still be trying every month. Whereas us, it's, do we risk going out to one of our donors to pick up donations, or do we risk with our other donor, with him coming to our house?
Which obviously to some of you you'd probably think, well, that's a no-brainer, just don't do it. But
I'm coming up 30.
There is that. But on the other hand, and this might sound shocking to some of you because I was quite young when I decided, but from literally the age of like 13, I knew that I was supposed to be a mum, and that was what was supposed to happen. And since that point, it's been hard.
Everything's been against us.
Exactly, and literally, like, the majority of my mind has always been focused on that like, goal, and it's not happening.
No.
Which does not help with mental health either, so that's always fun.
And I know that male-female couples, they do have infertility problems, but we have the fact that we have infertility problems, plus we don't have sperm on tap, basically. Whereas at least if you are in a male-female relationship, you can be trying regardless of infertility or not, and we just don't have that opportunity. So yeah, it's just, the longer people ignore the fact there is a deadly virus going around, and the longer people ignore the social distancing and just having plain common sense, the longer people like Soph and I are gonna have to stay in our houses, not see family, not see friends, and basically just sitting there watching our life tick away, not being able to do anything.
Which is very depressing if you didn't know.
Yeah. No expansion of our family, no visiting current family, no nothing, basically. And it's getting quite shit, to say the least.
The most exciting things that we have in a day, basically, is comments from you guys, and watching an episode of something on the telly, such as
we're currently watching something called Flinch.
Yeah, on Netflix, which is good. And we did just watch Floor is Lava, also good.
I mean, we're not even sitting really watching series because we haven't really got the concentration span to sit and watch a series that you got to follow. Whereas these episodes, we don't have to watch it all in one.
No.
And
it's just watching people get hurt. It's
yeah,
really bad, but it's funny. We
can stop mid episode and we can pick up again perfectly fine afterwards. So yeah, whoop whoop for the crappy situation currently.
Yeah, all good fun.
Yeah. So we're gonna go and have some tea, which, do you want to read them the list of what it is we've got from the food people, the government?
Where's my phone?
Because we've had the same food literally since the first box, obviously we don't eat everything that they get straight away, and we do try and mix it up with whatever shops that we do get. And well, because obviously they have given the same food day in, day out, it's, some of it has like stacked up because we don't want to be eating it day in, day out.
I mean, if they'd given us, like, different types of pasta sauces, they probably would all be gone. Like, each week that we get one, we would probably eat them. But
all we get is bolognese.
We have stacked up. Oh, you okay, baby girl?
Yeah, I want to be in the camera too.
Okay. We have stacked up 15 jars of bolognese sauce, 2 of which are 1.5 times the normal size because they're family size.
So that would probably feed a family of 6, which we're a family of 2.
Yeah.
And we don't have that much freezer space.
No. We've got 4 extremely large tins of rustic tomato sauce, which the food bank have actually classed that as a tin of vegetables, but it's not, because it's basically tomato puree with herbs in it. So, hi princess. So it's basically another bolognese sauce.
Yeah.
We have 26 cans of tomato soup.
And I've been eating these tomato soups.
I love tomato soup, but
there's only so much
there is
tomato.
literally only so much. I mean, each week they give us 3 cans of tomato soup.
When you're given tomato soup, tomato puree, tomato-based bolognese.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've got 6 cans of mushroom soup. That was quite a shock when they gave us that. But I had one, and I mean, I didn't like it, which is weird because I like mushroom soup, but
I think it's because we're eating soup after soup.
And we also have 3 tins of vegetable soup. So, but the majority of that is literally tomato. And especially for people with problems with their acid reflux, tomatoes aren't that great.
No.
But
and I know I can hear people saying now watching this, you should be grateful with what you're getting given, but
I mean,
we are.
Yeah.
And everything else we have eaten, but we can't eat tomato, and porridge. We've had porridge now every week by the first week.
I mean, the last 2 weeks they've given us a list in there, and it says it's had little boxes on it, and then in each box it said fruit, for example, and then you have 2 portions, and then in there it said the options that you could have had. And for example, for the breakfast cereal, they have things like Cocoa Pops and Weetabix and porridge oats,
which they're probably being
Ready
given
Break
to the families with kids.
Yeah, and every single week we've either had Ready Break or porridge oats. So
there's only so much porridge I can eat as well.
Exactly. And the same with the soup. Pretty much every week. I mean, we've had 2 weeks where we've had mushroom soups, and we've had 1 week where we've had vegetable soups. Other than that, it's been tomato soup every week.
Yeah.
And the bolognese, obviously, yes, I know bolognese is cheap, but they could give us something different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not ideal.
So we're currently trying to plan meals for this week of a pasta bake today, bolognese tomorrow. We've got pies that we were given from the government food thing, so then we'll have that, and then it's oh, let's have another bolognese, and it's gonna have to be bolognese every other day.
And as well, because they literally give you, in terms of vegetables, they give you one bag of approximately 5 carrots, and a tin of tomatoes, and a tin of mushy peas or sweet corn. That's the vegetables that you have for a whole week.
Yep.
Which
the
is
fruit,
not enough vegetables.
We've been given oranges and satsumas and things, but the problem is they are either given to us the day of their expiration, or it's very close, and they don't even have juice in anymore.
No,
it's
proper dried out, or they're moldy.
shriveled skin.
same with the apples.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how many kilograms of potatoes we've got in the fridge right now.
Oh my God. Considering I don't move and Sophie's diabetic, potatoes are probably the worst thing because of the carbohydrates. I can't burn them off quick enough, and obviously they exchange over into long-term sugars for Soph, which isn't good either. So yeah, it's... I mean, I've done nothing today apart from play on my iPad, and I don't do that. Soph's done some kitchen.
I did do a little bit of kitchen.
I mean, the one bit of good news that we have had today is that Phil and Alex have received our parcel. It is with them, but they've obviously got quite a bit at the moment that they're making their way through opening it. So that has been joyous.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Another good thing, we also discovered that once all of this COVID stuff is over, like completely, and we can actually go out shopping, we are never going to have to buy bags again.
Oh, the amount of bags that we've been given with, we've had food bank stuff and friends and stuff. Yeah. Literally just...
bags and bags and bags and bags.
Yeah.
Super fun.
So we're going to go eat some bolognese. I'm going to continue playing my game. And yeah, that's our Monday. Which is why we didn't vlog 2 days ago or whatever, because we don't want to be miserable and... Yeah.
We figured that you guys don't need to see other people being this miserable every single day.
So we thought we'd give you a break from our miserableness.
Indeed we did.
Come back tomorrow and see if it's changed. So hit the subscribe button to see our level of depressiveness either get better or deteriorate further. So on that note, thanks for coming on this day with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Try again. You can do it.